Chosen one. A significant adjustment has occurred in your life. Something unseen but unmistakable has ignited an old code inside you. A heavenly instruction. A divine spark has awoken. This is not something you pushed. And that is not something that happened by happenstance. It was pre-programmed into your soul's code long before you landed on Earth. You weren't designed to blend in. You were made to ascend. And the climb has started. A billionaire future inscribed with legacy, effect, and influence have been activated inside you. It is alive. It is moving. It's happening right before your eyes. Keep watching this message till the very end. Because something magnetic is occurring with these words. You're not here by accident. Your existence confirms that the cosmos has already responded to the energy you've been sending. And with that, the gates open. The curtain is lifting. The destiny you previously only imagined is taking shape right in front of you. This chapter is about making desires come true and energizing the cosmos. Now, write your sincerest wishes. The number 777 appears in the remarks. Watch how this simple movement connects your soul to the vibrations of plenty, freedom, and divine timing. Now, choose one like this video. If you have not already done so, subscribe to the channel. And let's go further into the discovery that has been waiting for you. Most individuals spend their whole lives reacting to bills, suffering, and failure. But you were never designed for a response. You were designed to create. You're not here to survive in the system. You're here to reshape the system, to redefine what riches looks like, and to reinvent how legacy feels. And the instant you stop looking outside and begin activating what is within, the billionaire's journey starts to emerge. It makes no difference what your previous experiences were. It doesn't matter how many times you've been neglected, undervalued, or rejected. These were just training grounds, not penalties or delays. They were molding your inner resilience, sharpening your sight, increasing your emotional intelligence, and balancing your spirit with endurance. Why? Because the future you've been tasked with carrying is too big for a poor foundation. You will be in charge of vast resources that will need supernatural knowledge. You will affect systems that previously disregarded you, and you will create platforms that others will rely on for years. That is what the billionaire future is all about. It's not just about riches. It's about riches with a purpose. And right now, that mission is taking root inside you. You're not just being blessed. You are being entrusted. There is something in you that this world needs, something unique that no one else can match. That's why life didn't let you fit in. That's why some doors have to be closed. Because the minute you committed to travel this road, the divine plan had to safeguard your brilliance at all costs. Look around. The billions may not be visible to your physical senses right now, but they have already been put in action in the spirit. People are prepared to collaborate with you. Resources are being prepared to bless you. Doors that do not yet exist are being cut out so that you may go through them. And you must understand that the rate at which these changes occur is directly proportional to how aggressively you embrace your identity. The wealthy future is not waiting for the globe. It's waiting for you. This is not about ego. This is not about vanity. This is about obeying the task placed on your life. You are being invited to show people what is possible when you choose to act in accordance with divine timing, bravery, and vision. And even if it's difficult, even though the climb is steep, there's something within of you that won't let you give up. That is your wealthy DNA. That is the fire that refuses to go out. You have been marked. And once someone is marked, the traditional methods of life no longer work for them. That's why you've been so uncomfortable, restless, as if something larger is beckoning you. Because it is. You've outgrown limitations. You've outgrown smaller spaces. You've outgrown talks that don't benefit your future. And now the universe is responding with signals, synchronicity, and circumstances that drive you to choose growth over fear. And this is the reality. When you believe that a billionaire future awaits you, your reality begins to shift, not immediately on the surface, but deeper in the spirit. You stop settling. You've stopped apologizing for wanting more. You cease disguising your intelligence in order to make people comfortable. You begin to walk with purpose. You start to attract heavenly pairings. And suddenly, previously closed doors begin to swing open. Your donation provides a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. Do not be astonished when unexpected benefits appear. Do not be surprised if favor follows you into rooms where you previously felt invisible. This is your billionaire blueprint in action, and it is unstoppable. You will notice a new degree of clarity. Things that perplexed you will start to make sense. Patterns will break. Cycles will shut. You'll learn to recognize your own power and use it to create a life that represents your actual purpose. It won't be easy, but it will be worthwhile since nothing beats living in the flow of heavenly riches. That is where you are going. This activation cannot be turned off. It's been turned on forever. You may ignore, postpone, or avoid it, but it will burn inside you until you answer the phone. The call to lead, influence, develop, and leave a legacy that will impact the world. That is what has been awakened. That is why you cannot play tiny anymore. The chosen one, your billionaire future, will not be like everyone else's. It will not take a predictable course. It will arrive via unexpected changes, divine alignments, uncommon favor, and mysterious doorways. You will be confronted in situations when your only choice is to trust the process. However, supply will always fulfill your needs. Every time, the universe will reaffirm that you are exactly where you should be. Every time, the weight of your vision will be balanced by the power of unseen support. This is more than just an attitude. It is a movement. It's the awakening of everything buried inside you. That inner dominion is growing. And you're not only going to accumulate riches, you are going to get wealthy. Your presence will be a gift. Your name will open doors. Your signature will have weight. Your choices will define industry, while your vision will fuel the future. You did not ask to be picked, yet you were. Because of this, the rules apply differently to you. You will get favor that others may not grasp. You will make decisions that do not make sense to the normal person. You will see the unseen and believe in the impossible. That is the power of understanding who you are and what dwells inside you. Keep going and believing. Keep speaking. Bring your desired life into reality, because it is not just on the way. It's already here, taking form in ways you don't completely understand. You're not waiting for money. Money is attracted to you. You are not pursuing possibilities. Opportunities are aligning with your name. You are not hustling to be noticed. You are being positioned to take the lead. This is your season for divine clarity. The fog is lifting. The bewilderment is receding. The diversions are losing their effectiveness. You are approaching the domain of acute concentration. Strong choices have miraculous effects, not because you are fortunate, but because you are matched. You've gone too far to question yourself. You've been through too much to settle for a mediocre existence. You've wept, suffered, persisted, and developed for this moment. That moment has arrived. Allow the world to adapt to your might. Let your light shine without apology. Allow your inner billionaire to emerge without reluctance. Because this time, you're not simply going to touch money. You are going to multiply it. You're going to do it. You'll utilize it to change people's lives, create aspirations, and break down generational barriers. And the greatest part, you won't be doing it alone. You'll be surrounded by the right people, blessed with heavenly favor, and backed by a cosmos that wants you to succeed. You have reached the frequency of overflow, the vibration of plenty, and the rhythm of purpose. And now that it has been triggered, your billionaire future is more than just a possibility. This is a promise. The transition has already started. Could you sense it? The inner pull, the magnetic pull of your destiny, trying to lead you into places you've never seen before. The riches that has been awakened in you is not limited to money. It is movement. There is momentum. It's a miraculous alignment in which everything that was previously far away is now being dragged in quicker than rationality can comprehend. You may feel a stirring within you, a new clarity, a renewed feeling of urgency, or a new fire blazing deep inside your center. That is not your imagination. This is the sound of latent force awakening. That is the interior mechanism of your spirit, recalibrating, reset, and ascending. And as that power awakens, everything around you must transform. Relationships change. Finances shift. Environments change. Because what has been triggered in you is too powerful to ignore and too divine to reject. You were destined to be a leader in a field that did not yet exist when you were growing up. And now that the world is ready, your billionaire frequency may finally be released. You're not supposed to pursue prestige or get overwhelmed by greed. You're designed to command resources with purpose and raise others as you advance. That is the weight of the calling you bear. And you're ready now. Everything that once annoyed you is now fuel. Delays, diversions, and disappointments. They were not penalties. They represented elegance. Everything was aimed at removing what was no longer useful. So what's genuine and worthwhile might stay. But the millionaire inside you couldn't completely emerge until the cacophony subsided, until the distractions subsided, until you outgrown any versions of yourself that attempted to settle. And now, you're finally getting into the next edition. The one who does not ask, does not pursue, draws commands, and creates with unwavering purpose. Your way of thinking is altered. You're no longer thinking about restrictions. You are thinking in plenty. You are no longer attempting to survive. You're prepared to scale. Every concept you get is now an encoded seed from the divine, ready to be planted in rich soil. And when you trust your intuition, act in harmony and with confidence, those seeds will sprout and blossom into world-changing enterprises, systems, brands, and initiatives. You are assuming a new degree of responsibility. You are not being punished, but rather trusted. Trusted with power, riches, and influence. Your energy is being upgraded because you're being prepared to carry more, not more stress, not more load, but greater influence, authority, and favor. The strain you've been experiencing recently wasn't coincidental. It was a preparation. It was your billionaire identity about to take shape. You needed to be tested in private before you could be trusted in public. That's why your path was different. This is why you couldn't take shortcuts. Because shortcuts cannot maintain a legacy, and you're here to leave one. This millionaire future has been ignited in you. It is not a fantasy. This is your new normal. Get accustomed to ease. Get accustomed to perfection. Get accustomed to rooms that make you uneasy because you're being called up. And those who were formerly above you will now seek your advice. You will sit at tables not to blend in, but to lead. There are whole sectors waiting for the plan you have in mind. And now that you've accepted the call, those blueprints are being unlocked. Each download you get is strategic. Each intuitive urge is heavenly. You are no longer traveling randomly. You are being led step by step toward a future that is already safe. So let go of your doubts and guilt. Release the dread that whispers, "Who are you to be a billionaire?" Because the true question is, who are you not supposed to be? You have paid the price in secret. Now it's time to shine in public. You're approaching a zone where money pours readily into your energies. Not by chance, but because you finally realized your value. You are not asking for permission. You're walking with power. You are no longer changing your eyesight to meet your surroundings. You're altering your surroundings to reflect your vision. People who formerly neglected you will be shocked to see you overflow, and they will wonder how it occurred so quickly. But you'll realize it wasn't quick. It was loyal. It was an alignment. The hushed years of preparation had now burst into flower. You will encounter money that does not just fall into your grasp. It will pass down via your bloodline. Your bloodline is about to transform. You are your family's transitional figure. You were picked to break the leg, halt the cycle, and change the page. That's why the pressure was so high. You were never battling only for yourself. You carried the weight of generations, and suddenly the weight is being lifted. The shackles are cracking. The ceiling is breaking. The doors are opening. And your billionaire reality is entering the present moment, ready to accept calls, messages, and opportunities that correspond to what has been ignited in the spiritual world. They may come from unexpected places, but they will reaffirm what you already know in your core. Your time has come. You will be shown to chambers that others cannot enter, not because you are superior, but because you are frigid. You will say words that change the environment. You will have conversations that lead to opportunities, and your life will become a living example of what occurs when you believe in what was put inside of you before anybody else. This is perfect time. You're no longer waiting. You're walking, and each step you take brings you closer to overflow. Everything you need in the future is already drawn to you. You don't need to figure out each step. Simply follow the pull. Follow the article. Follow your passion. You've received a gift. The billionaire's mentality. It is not just about money. It all comes down to the way you think. How you address challenges and develop solutions. You see things that others don't. You have multidimensional dreams. Others are fearful. That is not arrogance. It's an assignment. Own it. Every element of agony you experienced was a classroom. Every night you sobbed in quiet was a source of strength. And now that power is coming to the surface. You're not broken. You're reborn. You're not waiting for a miracle. You are a miracle. And now it's time to double it. The incoming money will not be used just for spending. It's for strategy. You will finance visions. You will save dreams. You will be the answer to another's prayer. And this is what makes you unstoppable. You're not here for greed. You are here for greatness. You are not merely creating an empire. You're creating eternity. So be ready. Prepare your place. Speak boldly. Move with greatness. Protect your energy and move as if the doors have already opened, because they have. This wealthy future is not in the corner. It's already living within you. And every day you choose to believe, it gets closer to the surface. Your time is not coming. It has arrived. You are not just waking up to your future. You are merging with it. The blueprint has always been concealed inside you, but suddenly it is no longer quiet. It speaks louder than the rest of the world. It speaks via your intuition, pain, and nightmares. That seems too enormous for your present situation. And that's how you know you're on the correct track. Because the old you would not believe what the new you is beginning to accept as normal. You've passed a spiritual line, a point beyond which you cannot return. You can't go back to small thinking. You cannot fit into outdated ideas. You can no longer water down your vision to make people feel comfortable. The millionaire future that has been instilled in you has shattered your tolerance for mediocrity. Now, the only thing that fulfills your soul is to be in accordance with your greater purpose. You're creating something that will survive you. You are establishing a standard that will be examined, observed, emulated, and appreciated. People will look at your life and find evidence that the supernatural actually works through people who believe without reservation. You are not looking for a fast victory. You are constructing a throne of legacy. Alignment is the only currency capable of sustaining such a reign. True, raw, bold, and fearless alignment. What is happening to you is no coincidence. It's not luck. The cosmos is organizing around them. Yes, you contributed privately. It is the divine system, responding to your accord. You consented to ascend. You pledged to trust. You promised to stroll, even if you couldn't see the whole stairs. That agreement opened up a riches gateway in your life. And suddenly, blessings are pouring in quicker than your mind can comprehend.